Hi there, I'm Joshua Howard from 180 Theory Hypnotherapy in Denver, Colorado. And I'm here today to talk to you about a very simple breathing exercise to help you relax at will. Now, it is something you will need to practice, but you should get results the first or second time that you use it if you do the process I'm telling you correctly. Because the process itself is very hypnotic. If you've done trance work before, you should find yourself very easily and effortlessly sliding into a trance. And if you haven't done trance work before, you should at least notice a decrease in your stress. So this is a very, very simple exercise. It's a modified version of what some qigong practitioners call the microcosmic orbit. And if you really want to, you can go the full route and have the visualization elements, but you don't really need to. So what I'm going to do first is describe how to do the breathing exercise as I do it, and then I'll describe all the visualization elements that they teach in qigong in case you're interested. But I don't want to bore you with that if you're not interested in it. Okay, so as you probably have seen in my previous video about how to breathe correctly and how to correctly deeply breathe, that what you need to do when you do any of these breathing exercises is focus your breath on pushing your belly button out in front of you, making a Buddha belly, and breathing all the way from your belly button up through your shoulders. So make sure that when you're doing this breathing exercise, or any other breathing exercises anyone teaches you, unless they specifically tell you to breathe differently than this, you want to make sure that you breathe deeply from the belly up through the chest. Okay. And if you need more information on that, check out my other video about that. Okay, so on with the microcosmic orbit. So what you want to do with this breathing exercise is take in a nice, long, slow, deep breath. So and then you want to hold it at the top for a count of 1, 2, 3, and then slowly release the breath. And at the bottom, 1, 2, 3. And breathe in nice and deeply. 1, 2, 3, and then out. So the process will look like this. And as you saw me when I was demonstrating in the video, I mostly breathed in through my nose and out through my mouth. If you want to do that, that's up to you. When I was younger, I learned how to run in a certain way by breathing in my nose and out my mouth. So it's the easiest way for me to breathe. To do the exercise, it's not really important. You could breathe in through your mouth, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your nose, in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your mouth, or out through your nose. Or if you figured out how to breathe in a different way, you could do that too. Whatever works for you. It's not really that important, at least to me. And so what you would want to do with that breathing exercise is just keep doing that loop of breathe in, hold for 3, breathe out, hold for 3, breathe in for 3, or breathe in, hold for 3, breathe out, hold for 3. If you want to make it more hypnotic, you could breathe in for 3, hold for 3, breathe out for 3, hold for 3, breathe in for 3, hold for 3, breathe out for 3, hold for 3. You could push it up to 5, 6, 7, or 10 seconds if that works for you. Really doesn't matter. The key to using this exercise to relax is that you're going to start training your mind to relax on purpose because your will is to sit down and relax. So the key is really to just sit here, focus on your breath, and the holding. And again, you don't want to force the breath. You want to just notice the breath happening. Your body breathes of its own accord, and this is why you can live while you're sleeping. You don't really need to force it. And so when you're doing breathing exercises, if you focus all of your attention on forcing the breath, it's not going to work for you. In fact, you'll probably have the experience I did when I first started with these things, in which you get more agitated and more pissed off. So instead, just focus on what it's like to breathe, holding it, letting it go, holding, breathing, holding, letting it go, holding. That's really the key. So with that said, if you want to take the microcosmic orbit to the next level, you can imagine what qigong practitioners do. And what they do is they imagine that in their root chakra, which is to say the area around your coccyx, your tailbone, that there's a little red orb there. And what you do is that you imagine the entirety of the universe is sitting there in that chakra. And so what you want to do is start with the visualization of the universe there in your root chakra. And then as you breathe in, allow the energy points to go up from your root chakra, following the Roy G. Biv color all the way up to your last chakra, which would be right here, and a violet color. So just allow the set of circles to work and to fill with color as they're going up. So it should be red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet. Just let the colors fill in the different circles all the way up your chakras. And if you want to or don't already know this, you can look up a chakra map and it will show you what I'm talking about. But you want to focus your attention on imagining the entire earth in that root chakra. Breathe in through the earth and then allow the feeling to fill you all the way up and to fill in all the different chakras all the way up to the violet one. And when it's in the violet one, pause for a count of 3 and then release it and let go of all the bad feelings down your chakra. And hold it at the bottom, feeling completely flat and one with the earth for a count of 3, and then just repeat it. So it's exactly the same thing that we did before, but with this visualization. And I'll demonstrate it for you just in case you want a visual of what it looks like. So sit here and imagine that there is the entire earth sitting there in my root chakra. I can feel the earth grounding. And then as I breathe in, I'm going to notice all of my chakras getting filled. So my violet chakra at the top is totally overfilled, and I hold it. 1, 2, 3, and then release. Letting all the bad feelings going out of my body. Sitting in the neutral feeling, and then breathing in peace again. And I know that this is probably a little woo-woo or spiritual for some people, and that's fine. That's why I taught the microcosmic orbit originally without this added visualization, because for some people it'll make it more complicated or harder for them to do whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you do really want a super powerful effect from the microcosmic orbit and you want it to be more trance-like in nature, then definitely do this visualization. Imagine the whole earth there, feel the comfort of the earth, really feel yourself grounded from your root chakra, breathe in all the good feelings of the earth all the way up to violet, hold it for 3, and then let go of all the bad feelings and just kind of keep looping that. And whether or not any of this is real or objective reality, or whether or not chakras exist or whatever, is really beyond the point. It doesn't matter. If your mind works with that metaphor and that ideological base and it works for you, then do it. I mean, because ultimately the point of doing these breathing exercises is to feel better. Whether or not the thing that you did is real or like how silly you feel doing it, all those things are beyond the point and are honestly kind of irrelevant. The thing to keep in mind is, does this help you relax? Do you enjoy the process? Do you feel better when you're done? And if the answer to that is yes, then do it whichever way works best for you. Anyway, I've rambled on far too long at this point, so I hope that this video has been more than helpful for you, and if it has, definitely leave me a comment below, share with your friends, or shoot me an email and let me know what's been most helpful for you. I really love to hear back from people. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye-bye.